Sometimes you can tell things are just not going to end well. Let's have a look and see how I got into this mess and how forged guns and hit detectors are to blame. So it all started in Manus Peak ambush when I spotted a friend in his dropship on the enemy team. I went to visit. My squad sniper's on the roof here. This is right on a red line and the sniper has cleared the rear, so it's a safe spot for me. Except I get forged from the front left. Now this is odd, as the red line is just behind us, so I perform an MEC, module evade cover, as the forger knows where I am, but I have no idea where he is, other than on the mountain near our red line to my left. I'm hit again for 1133 damage, so I know it's a forge, and as you can see from the hit indicator, the shot came from in front. My ship got knocked up and right, which is also in line with the indicator. Except I wasn't. I was shot at from behind, but I'll explain that later. I'm forged again for 1750, which is a hell of a hit, dropping me down to only 25 shields and knocking me into a steep sideways dive into a couple of very hard looking buildings. But notice how the hit indicator says I was shot from the front right, but the knockback was clearly from the rear right. Also, again notice that the tall building completely blocks the angle the hit indicator points to. Now watch that again. Now I'll freeze the frame at the exact moment I got hit. You see the faint hit indicator that shows the real direction of the hit. I was actually hit from the rear, but at normal speeds that indicator is impossible to see. Now that is piloting. That's just one example. Here's another. The forge gunner in this match spent the entire round on the tabletop, about to fly over his head. That's him there. 45 seconds later, he's still there. Moments later, I'm hit by a forge. You'll see the shield damage shortly when the video resumes. My left side and front are clear, and I know this from the match starting points, the battle so far, and the flybys I've done. Also, there was no sign of a projectile or the splash on the front or left, so I know it's the forge gunner on the right that I just passed over on the tabletop. As you can see, the hit indicator implies that I was hit from the front, which I wasn't. Notice how the hit indicator swings around as I move, indicating I was hit from the left now. It seems that the hit registers on me and stays fixed on the map at some point. As I fly through it, the hit indicator keeps pointing to the hit itself. The forge gunner likely led his shot and hit my nose. I may have been hit in the front, but that is not where the shot came from, which is what the indicator should be telling me. This is very misleading and makes evading and responding to forge attacks very difficult. So why is this an issue? The problem with being in a dropship is you're very high up and the enemies are very small. It's difficult using your eyesight sometimes to spot where the threats are, and you rely on the hit indicator to let you know where the threats are. If that is misleading, it makes it very difficult for us to avoid damage from a multiple set of sources. So this is something that really needs to be addressed. It's costing a lot of dropship pilots a lot of risk.